All right, Miracle League friends and family, we're back with our second episode of The Way I Heard It. A quick preface, the reason that I wrote this story is I was going through and cleaning some stuff at my office, and I came across something that kind of sparked an idea, and it coincided with a date that was really important to the story. So I was able to put this together, and let's see if you can guess what it is, and I hope you enjoy it. This episode is called By Any Other Name. Baseball has allowed for some of the best nicknames in sports history. There's the Say Hey Kid, the Mick, Stan the Man, Shoeless Joe, Charlie Hustle, the chairman of the board, the Kid, Donnie Baseball, the Rocket, the Yankee Clipper, and of course, the Babe. But perhaps you're not familiar with the Spokesperson. Let's be clear. The Spokesperson belongs right in the mix with all of the aforementioned Hall of Fame names. And it would be hard to argue against the impact the Spokesperson had to the game of baseball. Some might call the Spokesperson a game changer, but I'm willing to bet that right now you're racking your brain to try to uncover the identity of this mysterious icon. So let me help you out. The big moment came back in 1999. While the Big Mac and Slammin' Sammy were stealing all the headlines with their Titanic blasts, and the Captain and the Warrior and Bernie Goes Boom and Mo were continuing the dynasty in the Bronx, a group of individuals to the south decided they wanted to get in on the game. After all, why shouldn't they have some epic nicknames themselves to add to the baseball lexicon? And, as it so happens when good people unite for a good cause, a movement was formed. And along with that movement, a new baseball league, one to rival the great Major League Baseball. Almost instantly, the league drew attention. It caught the eye of national media, and the sports writer flew down south to meet the Spokesperson to find out what this league was all about. The sports writer, an author of 18 books, including 9 novels, was in for the story of his career. For he had never met anyone quite like the Spokesperson and the Spokesperson's friends. The story aired on the TV channel station in the middle of the summer of 1999 and almost immediately catapulted the league into national recognition. The league's director would go on to receive more than 1,400 phone calls from that July until December. Who is this Spokesperson? Who are these amazing athletes? How can we expand your league and do exactly what you're doing? They would all ask. And just like that, the Spokesperson had become the Spokesperson. There would be even more TV segments, a second segment with that station that proudly declared they were not TV, and numerous invitations to league expansion ceremonies, fundraiser events, and a chance to interview a former President of the United States, a guy many of us remember as W. By now, most of you have probably guessed that the league I'm referring to is our own Miracle League. The TV station I was referring to was HBO, and the show was Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. The sports writer was the iconic Fred Defford, who 6 times won the National Sports Writer of the Year award. But what of the Spokesperson? What is her story? It almost didn't happen. You see, the Spokesperson was born with a rare genetic disorder, diagnosed at 5 months old with malignant infantile osteoporosis, and given a life expectancy of just 2 years. But that did not stop her. In fact, it fueled her. By the age of 8, the Spokesperson was a huge Atlanta Braves fan and wanted to play ball like the rest of her friends. So when the Miracle League began in Conyers, Georgia, and Frank Defford wanted a Spokesperson to interview, our hero literally stepped up to the plate. When that interview started, the Miracle League was running in one town with 35 kids. Now, over 20 years later, there are over 300 Miracle League organizations serving individuals with special needs, spanning the United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, Australia, Mexico, and right here in Mercer County, New Jersey. The Spokesperson would go on to graduate high school, receive a college degree in education, and become a paraprofessional teaching middle school. In 2014, She had the opportunity to interview former President George W. Bush. Impressive, huh? Not a bad life for a girl who was only given 2 years to live. A girl that beat the odds and got on the field because that's where she wanted to be. A girl that said yes to an interview that changed the game. A girl that interviewed a commander-in-chief and went on to become an unofficial spokesperson for an international organization dedicated to providing individuals with special needs the opportunity to play baseball. A young woman whom celebrated her 30th birthday just last week. A young woman by the name of Lauren Gunder. Happy birthday, Lauren. And that's the way I heard it. The story was put together, like I said, I was in my office not too long ago. I came across this, which is always first on my desk. And if you can see, or maybe you can't see, this is an autographed baseball from Lauren Gunder. It was actually given to me as a present when I took over the league. It's something that I cherish. For somebody who has a bunch of autographed baseballs from all over, my Derek Jeter baseball, I've got a Reggie Jackson baseball here, and all the nicknames that come along with it, Mr. October, Mr. November, the captain. At the end of the day, you get to see who a real hero is, and we wouldn't have our One League, One Family if it wasn't for Lauren. So, happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll try to do another one again soon. See you guys. How long you figure on playing in the Miracle League? All right.
As long as possible.
Forever?
Yeah, forever. Till they say, go away, you can't come anymore. I will play.